So you're moving to Buffalo and you like the suburban style living, your lifestyle suburban. Here are the top 5 suburban areas around the city of Buffalo. Stay tuned. What's going on, you guys? I hope all is well. Back with another one as always. Today we're going to be talking about the suburban areas and my top, I won't say my top 5 because I don't want to steer anybody, but these are probably the top 5 suburbs in and around, not in, but around the city of Buffalo. What's going on, you guys? My name is Devonte Davis. If you are new to this channel, we cover everything Buffalo, New York. Eating, sleeping, walking, breathing, working, having fun, clubbing, playing. It doesn't matter what it is, good or bad, we cover it on this channel. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell, and we are about to get started with the suburban videos. But before we get started, if you're looking to move inside the suburban areas that I'm talking about, or around, if you're already in the city and you're looking to relocate to those suburban areas, make sure you guys hit me up with a call, text, email. It don't matter. Facebook, Instagram, send me a DM. I would love to be of service if I can do anything for you guys. All right. So let's get started on the top 5 suburban areas without a doubt. Now, again, PSA, this is not me steering y'all in these areas now. This is more, I mean, if you ask anybody around Buffalo, they probably gonna give you one of these top 5. So number 1, without a doubt, is Amherst. Amherst is a beautiful stretch of land. There's like 5 zip codes in Amherst. You got 221, you got 226, you got 228. You got 2 more that I can't think of right now, but I'll make sure I get them to you. But the 226, 228, and 221 in Amherst, East Amherst, are beautiful areas. Now, Amherst in itself is probably the nicest because it's the safest. It was rated like top 10 in like the entire United States at one point when it comes to areas or cities or towns to live in. Like, Amherst is nice, super low crime rate, and all the schools is dope as well. Like, I mean, very high end schools, whether it's Park School, Smallwood schools, the high or the middle school in Amherst, are very highly decorated high schools and middle schools and grammar schools, no matter what age your child is going to. And even, I mean, UB is in Amherst too, or at least part of it is. So Amherst is definitely probably one of the top suburbs that you'll ever find. And it's a lot of the things to do. More of a like walk your dog, walk down the street type of feel to it. Very suburban, but in some areas it's not suburban where you got grass just everywhere around you. Like, you still, in pockets of Amherst like Sweet Home, Snyder is a little bit closer houses together too, or any house really in that 226, depending on what street you are on. In the 226 zip code, you'll find a lot of residential neighborhoods that are quiet, nice, not a lot of traffic, and that people outside are just walking the dogs, having a good time. Especially if you're in a 226, you got a lot of things around you. Well, you got Main Street running through it, so you can find any type of shop, any type of cafe, whether you need some clothes, whether you need something to eat, Lenovo's, Duff's, I mean, all that stuff is right in that 226. Whether you're coming off Sheridan, Amherst stretches, and it's probably, no, it is the biggest suburb in the city of Buffalo too as well. Remember, it's 5 zip codes inside of the Amherst area, and it stretches a long way. And there's a lot of different pockets. I guarantee there's, like, depending on what you like or where you want to live, I know about 2 to 3 different pockets inside of Amherst that probably nobody knows about. Like, and now when I mean their pockets, they're like little, probably like 3 to 7 streets long, and they're just nice neighborhoods that a lot of people like to move to, but not a lot of people know about, so they can't move into it, or those houses never go for sale. But there's some around them that I guarantee we can find. But Amherst is probably number 1 on this list for nicest suburbs, period. Especially the further you go out. Now, Amherst does have your reputation for being bougie. They bougie over there. I ain't go hold you. Especially the further you go out. I mean, these houses are immaculate. Like, I couldn't even get the words out. These houses are immaculate over there. $1 million properties. In Amherst, the average you'll find, especially when it comes to housing, is anywhere probably from about on average, I would say 250 to about 280. With COVID and everything skyrocketing, it may be even a little bit more, but you can still find a nice first time home buyer, probably something for about 180 to about 160. If it needs a little bit of work, it's probably gonna go for about, I would say anywhere for about 140 to about 150. But in that 150 in Amherst, it need work, like it needs some work. But the beautiful thing is that you'll get your money back. But let's go back to East Amherst, because East Amherst is all the way down Transit. So if you coming up Transit either way and you just take it all the way out, when I mean out there, all the way out there, you're going to find in Millersport, same thing, all the way out there, you're going to find some houses over on Klein Road that will blow your mind. Like, these houses are magnificent, like beautiful, big 3,000, 4,000 square foot houses, but you gonna pay a penny in them taxes. I don't know if you watched any of my other videos, but when it comes to taxes in Buffalo, the further you go out, the higher your taxes are. And chances are, if you in East Amherst, where it's rich people out there. Like if you in East Amherst and you living in one of them houses, you got some bread. Don't worry, I'm gonna be living next to you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, make sure you guys, if that's something that you guys want to do, or an area that you guys are looking to live in, you want to make sure that you check on those taxes, because they not going down, they only going up. But those houses out there, I mean, the lifestyle in Amherst is dope. Everything is brand new, everything is more modern out there. You'll find a lot of your new construction homes out there too as well. But you also will find some older houses too. A lot of ranches out there. You'll find like long 2,000 square foot ranches. Most have basements out there too, which is good. Not a lot of them sit on slabs, as you know, in the Buffalo area. A lot of homes are built with basements. So I mean, you'll find a mix of different houses inside the Amherst area. But for the most part, if you're looking to move into something nice, something affordable, even in probably a 1,500 square feet, you're definitely looking at around 250 to about 300,000. Depending on the pocket or area that you guys are in. If you guys are moving out more to the sweet home area, there's a lot of doubles in the sweet home area too, in split levels. So I don't know if you guys know what a split level house is, but it's like you ever walk up 3 stairs, you're on a different level, walk down 3 stairs, you're on another level, and then walk back up through 6 stairs and you're on another level. That's a split home house. And then they have a lot of doubles, mostly side by sides. So not the upper and lowers, but side by sides in the Amherst area. But Amherst is a dope area. Everybody goes there. Everybody hangs out. Great place to be. So now number 2 on this list is actually a village inside of Amherst and Cheektowaga. And I'm talking about the village of Williamsville. Now, Williamsville, I ain't gonna lie, same thing as like East Amherst. Houses magnificent, some older, some newer, but they got a house over on Mill Road coming off Main Street. If you just take that little road or those little roads back there, it's like you're gonna find a nice little quaint house, and then you gonna just roll up to this big mansion. Like the joint is huge. Like they got a little bridge going across, little pond in the front. Like you'll find a lot of houses like that in Williamsville, a lot of custom builds in Williamsville, a lot of newer builds in Williamsville. You'll find a lot of those. They built probably like 2000 to about 2010-ish, around those areas. So Williamsville is a dope area too, especially when it comes to music on Main in the summertime. You're talking about literally Main Street is just blocked off and nothing but just people outside having a good time. A bunch of bands playing, bars, drinks, everybody stumbling over, having a good time, eating a lot of food, drinking and laughing with your friends. Williamsville is a great place to be, and it has the top schools in like Western New York. Now forget just Buffalo, Western New York, and I would say even inside the nation. Williamsville North, Williamsville South, and Williamsville East all are our top schools. You will not find Williamsville schools look like a college campus. I kid you not. You pull up, you wouldn't even think that was a high school. Like the Williamsville schools are very nice, but again, when it comes to those taxes, because you gotta think you're paying Amherst taxes and you're paying Williamsville taxes. So Williamsville taxes, you gonna be up there. But Williamsville is an extremely nice suburban area to be in, and I would definitely rank that at number 2 without a doubt. And you also have Glen Falls inside of Williamsville too as well. Well, close to Williamsville too as well. Glen Falls is basically like it's a real nice like nature creek area that you could really just hang out. Like It's a beautiful place to walk if you want to get a little bit of hiking in. They do have a dope little hiking little pathway that you can go through. I mean, Williamsville is a nice little village that you could do a lot in, especially like I said, when it comes to school, when it comes to a lot of buildings or like retail wise. If you guys want to try to do something retail wise on type of Main Street or in and around that Williamsville area, I mean, there's a lot of buildings. You won't necessarily just be walking around Williamsville unless you're just walking your dog or something like that, but you won't necessarily just walk to Main Street. Generally, you'll probably drive there or park there unless you do live right on those back streets, right off Main Streets on either side. But Williamsville is a very nice suburb. Leading on into number 3, which is actually the first suburb of Buffalo, which is Kenmore. Now, a lot of people call this like retiree suburb because like the average age in Kenmore is like 52 or like, but like it's like close to 50. I believe it is 52, but there's a lot of older people, a lot of people downsize over there, or a lot of people had just loved Kenmore so much that nobody has moved. I literally know a few ladies who have that I used to work with. They've been in Kenmore literally all their life. Their mom had the house. They bought a house 2 blocks over. No exaggeration. Like it was and they never moved. Again, you'll find a lot of doubles in Kenmore. So you'll find probably like a lot of 2-1. So you'll have one studio at the top and then you have like a double or a 2-bedroom at the bottom, which makes it a double. You'll also find a lot of single families in Kenmore too. The foundation and the dirt is a little bit older. Again, it is the first suburb of Buffalo. So a lot of them, you'll find a limestone foundation. You'll find some cinder blocks, but you'll very rarely find a poured foundation in Kenmore in a few areas. But for the most part, Kenmore is like I said, that first suburb. Houses are a little close together, not very big backyards. If you got a big backyard in Kenmore, you lucked up. You have a driveway, you have a garage, but for the most part, you're not going to find no massive backyard in Kenmore. But the houses, the area, the walkability, the things you have close by as far as military, I mean, the pathways to walk through, Kenmore is a very, very, very nice area. And you also have Delaware on both sides. So you got military running one way, military running this way, and you got Delaware and Kenmore, Delaware and Kenmore running the other way. So I mean, you got a lot of things close by you. Like I said, highly walkable. Now you can definitely easily walk around Kenmore without a doubt, especially the closer to you live to Kenmore or Delaware. You can definitely have anything you need. I'm far as groceries, gas, cafes. You're not gonna have too many retail spots like clothing stores and stuff like that, but you will have a lot of your items or your necessity items that you really need, as far as like I said, those household items, or if you need like some mechanics or something like that. Like there's areas that you can walk to for that. Again, a lot of people in Buffalo drive, so having a car, yeah, I'm talking about it's zip. It's 2-3 minutes away and you'll be good to go from there. But Kenmore is the first suburb of Buffalo, and remember, Amherst is the biggest suburb of Buffalo. So those 1, 2, and 3 are probably the top 3 areas a lot of people move to. Now, if we swing out a little bit more, let's talk about where a lot of the Bills players stay, which we'll probably call our upper class, middle class, rich class in the Buffalo area, and that is Orchard Park. Now, depending on what section of Orchard Park you're in, you have the town and then you have the village. So where you find a lot of the Bills players are staying close to the stadium, that is where you'll find a lot of your bigger houses at, and a lot of space. Like when I mean these people got so much front grass, their front grass probably bigger than my whole lot of house, like and just a front grass. But you'll see a lot of custom builds out there too as well, but huge houses. Again, a lot of the Bills players stay out there, lawyers, doctors. Like I said, that's more the upper and rich people, like where people stay in the Buffalo area. But there's also I won't say a normalcy, but a regular residential, not, you know, everybody got their own acre of land out there, where you'll have inside the village of Orchard Park too as well. So you'll have, you know, like I said, your houses will be a little more close together. You have a little bit more affordable. You can find a first-time home buyer inside a first-time home buyer's house inside those areas. But Orchard Park is a super dope area to be. Again, no driving really out there. Walkability is dope around the area if you just want to go for a run and stuff like that. But they do have like a little strip inside of Orchard Park where a lot of people seem to hang out, especially as soon as you come off Miles Strip Road over there. Like they have like this whole plaza. Red Robin's is over there going towards Hamburg and all that stuff. So Orchard Park is a very, very nice suburban area. Again, a little bit more money over there, a little bit more fancy, a little bit more bougie, but all the people over there, though, I'm just joking. But Orchard Park is definitely probably the top 4. And last but not least, this is always a toss-up to me, so I'll put them both in there. Yeah, that's Lancaster and that is Clarence. Now, these are literally adjacent to each other. Like these two little towns are adjacent. So you have the town of Lancaster and then you have the town of Clarence. But you also have the village of Lancaster too as well. So and it literally just, it's like a little pocket. And like when I mean a little pocket, it's like a little pocket inside of Lancaster. But those two areas are nice. Now, very spread out there. It's close to like a country feel to it without actually being in the country. So like, but again, inside the village, it's a little more tighter, a little more city vibe to it as well. But it's an older feel in both those areas. Now in Clarence, you're going to find all custom builds. You're going to find all people who built, 20, 30 years ago that's selling now. Like, so you'll find, especially in both in Lancaster and Clarence, you'll find a lot of those little communities over there. So like, you know how you drive up and you got the sign and they say, oh, welcome to such and such neighborhood. Like you'll have a bunch of those and nothing but custom houses all the way down. Like you'll have a lot of those over there and they'll be called a bunch of different ones. So Lancaster also backs right up into Kenmore Park too as well, which Kenmore Park is probably one of the, it's like barbecue. Everybody throws barbecues at Kenmore Park. Like if you never threw a barbecue at Kenmore Park, you ain't truly from Buffalo. Like that, and I stand by that. But Kenmore Park, it backs right up into Lancaster, and again, it's nothing but just space out there, and it's a lot of area to still build out there too as well. But you have Broadway running right through Lancaster, so once you hit on Broadway, you can really run anywhere through Lancaster and you'll be able to find. Yeah, but you'll find a bunch of different things to do in the Lancaster area. Like I said, once you take Broadway or you take Pleasant or you take Central, will really get you to any one of those little neighborhoods in the back over there. But Lancaster, again, more of a walking area. Again, you will have to drive to your closest grocery store, stuff like that. But Lancaster is a super dope suburb. Now, I remember Lancaster does have a little reputation, especially the high school. Like they used to call it heroin high. Like I get you not. They used to call Lancaster High School heroin high. So I mean, the area is cool, but it is a little. They got a little drug problem in Lancaster, a little big too. Same with Clarence. Clarence got a little reputation for a drug school too as well. Especially in this, I'm talking about the high school. I ain't talking about I'm talking about the high school. Like they got a little reputation. Like you call my high school heroin high. Like I don't know. I didn't go there, but I'm just saying I would have a problem with that. But Lancaster is a super dope school. Lot of, like I said, huge suburban areas. You're gonna find a mix of different houses, but for the most part, if you want a little more land and you still are in that $300,000 to $400,000 price range, Lancaster will be a little bit probably more of your fit, more of your area. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you guys, and I know I will do 2 vlog tours on these, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that little notification bell. I would love to help in any way I possibly can, especially if you're moving in or around the Buffalo area. Make sure you hit me out with a text, hit me out with a call, shoot me an email, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.